Hey everybody, my name is Josh with Late Start Piano. Just wanted to make this video for those of you specifically who are starting piano late, how to make the most progress in the least amount of time, and basically catch up to everyone else that started pretty young. So, first thing is when you decide that you want to continue to play piano long term, you want to invest in a piano that has weighted keys. So, what does that mean? It means if you press the key down fast, it's a loud noise. If you press the key down slow, it's a much quieter noise. So the cheap pianos for those like $100, $150, they don't have weighted keys. So if you continue to practice on that, when you get on a real piano, you're not gonna be used to it. It's gonna be just something else you have to learn. In addition, you're not gonna be able to control the sound and control your playing the way you want to, like if you did have a piano with weighted keys. So that's the first thing. Second thing is you want a bench that you can make the micro adjustments. So preferably you want one with a knob, not one that just slides up and down into the slots. You want one with a knob so you can make those micro adjustments so you can get it exactly perfect, spot on, exactly where you need that bench height to be so that you can play piano the best way that you can. Second thing or third thing is you always want to have good technique when playing the piano. You don't want to rush into a piece of music or a song that you want to play without first getting the good technique. If you do that, it's probably not going to sound good for one. It's going to take you way too much time to learn the piece. For two, your time can be better spent elsewhere. And three, if you're doing that, your chances of developing injuries are really going to increase because chances are you're going to be really tense. You're going to be just kind of slamming on these notes, just trying to play them, right? Just making the noise come out. You don't want that. You want it to be smooth and everything having its place in the piece. You want to be able to move the way you need to be. You want to be loose, tension free. So you always want to focus on technique. Do something technique related every day, whether that's scales, just practicing moving back and forth, maybe practicing some different intervals, things like that. Second thing is you really want to focus on the phrasing of your music. So if a piece has, like The Entertainer, for example, um, everything sounds smooth, everything is on beat. When you play that, you don't want to be rushing through it and play something like, notice how that sounds completely different. You want everything on beat, everything should have its place. So that's kind of what phrasing means. Every note, long notes should be long, short notes should be short. You don't want to be mixing up the two, holding notes longer than you should be, or missing a note, something like that even. So you want your phrasing to be really good, which kind of leads into my next point is how do you do that? One answer is the best answer is you want to get a teacher, preferably somebody who can actually sit down and listen to you, or you can send them a video maybe of you playing and they can listen to it, because I can promise you once you're playing the same piece for 100 times over and you think you got it memorized, you're not going to be hearing those small details and you're going to be missing the things like phrasing. Can't tell you how many times where I thought a piece was perfect and then I brought it to my teacher to play for him, and he told me, you're missing this note here, you're playing the wrong note here, this note you're not holding on to long enough, things like that. So you definitely want to get some kind of feedback, really is the main point here, some kind of feedback to make sure that your playing is correct, whatever you're playing. So whether that's a teacher, if you're in some kind of, I don't know, group maybe, you can send your friend a video of you playing, say, how does it sound? Preferably they have some kind of experience playing the piano so that they know what to look for, they know what it should sound like, and they can help you out that way. But those are the big things. So you want your setup right, you want your weighted piano, you want an adjustable bench, you want to make sure you have good technique, you're not rushing into any songs, you want to focus on that phrasing, super, super important to get that habit developed early on. And then finally, you want some kind of feedback from somebody, making sure what you're playing sounds correct, and they can help you make those tiny adjustments. Thank you, and again, my name is Josh with Late Start Piano.